All right, so everyone loves a good dose of the great outdoors.
Oh, absolutely. Can't beat it. Fresh air, stunning views.
Right. And what about, adding a little Wild West flair to the mix?
Okay, now you're talking.
So that's exactly what we're diving into today.
Oh, I like where this is going.
We're talking horseback riding in Wyoming's Teton National Forest.
Sign me up.
And, to really dig into this, we're taking inspiration from, well, a YouTube video, actually.
So,
It's from J&K Traveling Solutions,
mm,
and it really captures that Wild West spirit. You ready to saddle up?
let's do it.
So this video, right off the bat, it throws out this invitation. Explore Bridger Teton on horseback. I mean, come on. How can you resist that?
It's that call to adventure, isn't it? That
Yeah,
yearning for something, well, a bit more untamed.
exactly. And it got me thinking about, like, dude ranches, you know? Those haven't gone out of style, have they?
Not a chance. Dude ranches are like woven into the fabric of the American West, wouldn't you say?
For sure. It's like stepping back in time.
It's that connection to a bygone era that people crave. And when you think dude ranches, you've got to think Wyoming. I mean, it's practically synonymous with it. Some of the oldest dude ranches in the entire U.S. are in Wyoming.
Like,
Eaton's Ranch, for example, founded way back in the 1870s. Can you imagine? Over 150 years of dude ranch history.
wow, that's incredible.
Mhm.
So this video we're talking about, it's centered around these historic ranches.
Exactly. They're the launching point for these horseback riding adventures. So you get that, that authentic historical backdrop to the whole
Oh, I
experience.
bet. It adds a whole other layer, doesn't it?
Totally. And speaking of the experience, the video highlights a couple of options for horseback riding excursions. You've got your 2-hour rides, perfect for a little taste of the saddle.
Right. Dip your toes in.
Exactly. And then for those who really want to immerse themselves, there are 4-hour rides.
So they've got you covered whether you're like a seasoned rider or a complete newbie.
Exactly. And speaking of newbies, the video does a nice job of, outlining the whole process. You meet your wrangler.
Now, hold on. When they say wrangler, we're talking about a real deal experienced horse person, really.
Oh, absolutely. These are the pros, the folks who live and breathe horses. They get you all geared up, teach you the basics of riding, how to handle the reins, how to steer. It's all very structured and well organized.
Okay, that's reassuring, especially for someone who might be a little intimidated by, hopping on a horse for the first time.
Absolutely. But let's talk scenery for a second, because the video really highlights the beauty of Bridger Teton National Forest. I mean, picture this. You're riding through aspen groves.
Oh, I can just imagine. The sunlight dappling through the leaves.
Exactly. And then you emerge from the trees, and bam, you're greeted by these panoramic views of the Grand Tetons.
Talk about breathtaking. Those majestic peaks against the Wyoming sky.
Pure postcard material. And don't even get me started on the lazy river meandering through Buffalo Valley. They show glimpses of it in the video, and it looks so peaceful.
It's like that perfect contrast, You got the rugged mountains on one hand and then this serene valley on the other.
It's a testament to the sheer diversity of the landscape in Bridger Teton National Forest. And, it really highlights the importance of conservation efforts to protect these natural wonders.
Absolutely. These places are precious.
They are. And, while the video doesn't go into specifics, when you're riding through a place like that, there's always the possibility of spotting wildlife.
Oh, for sure. Talk about adding an element of surprise to the experience.
Exactly. It could be a majestic elk, a soaring bald eagle. You just never know. It's all part of the adventure.
And that's what's so cool about it, right? It's not just a horseback ride. It's an experience. It's about connecting with nature, with history, even with yourself.
Exactly. Like the video says, you come away with a newfound appreciation for a lot of things. The great outdoors, the Wild West, maybe even just the simple act of riding a horse.
It makes you want to, plan your own adventure. So listeners, here's something to ponder. What kind of Wild West experience calls to you? Would it be a scenic horseback ride like this one, or maybe something a little more, shall we say, adventurous? We want to hear from you. Let us know in the comments what kind of Wild West adventure you choose and why.
And until next time, happy trails.